Sunfire Designs. Today I am going to be doing a yin yang pour in my ice chip mold. A rather deep one. It takes about 200 mils, maybe a little bit more, of resin. So I went ahead and mixed up 200 mils of Art Pro resin, and this is my push. I used 3 drops of quinacridone magenta. It's not dark at all. And there's like maybe 90 mils of that in there. I have this right here is my white. There's 40 mils of white, and I used 2 drops, very, very, very super tiny drops of Let's Resin Ocean White. This is the quinacridone magenta I used on the push. This is my black. I used Liquitex Carbon Black, and I used 5 drops here. I have 35 mils of clear for the bottom, and then I have some black stone, crushed stone / glass for the center. So I have not done this in a deeper mold like this, so I'm interested to find out exactly how it's going to work. So I'm going to start off by pouring my clear. I'm using a slightly less amount of clear than I normally do. I normally use 40, but I'm only using just a little bit less, only because the mold is not as wide as the other mold I normally use. If you want to know how to make this mold, there's one of my videos is up not that long ago where I show you how to make this kind of mold. I also have another one I'm working on, so hopefully that will come out soon. All right. So just make sure that that's covered the entire bottom. There we go. Now I am going to start off by using the black, and I'm going to make little puddles around the outside edge. And they will end up not being even, but it doesn't seem to make that big of a difference as long as you make them into puddles and they stay separate. At least what I've done before. I've done several of these, but I haven't put all of them up. There's a couple I still have to edit. Just trying to find out what different combinations work. I want to do one with Platinum Ultra Clear. I want to try a couple different resins and different molds. Okay. I'm just going to go around and try to add a little bit more to each of them. And it actually, I mean, probably doesn't matter that much if they blend together, but I'm trying to keep them separate as best as I can. And I'm just going to save a little bit to go back around after I've done the white, which you will see in a minute what I mean by that. All right. There we go. All right, so I used, I also let my resin sit for about 10 to 15 minutes just till it was no longer cool to the touch when I touched the cup. So I'm going to go and I'm going to also do white puddles on top of the black puddles. I only used 2 very, very tiny drops of Let's Resin Ocean White because having too much white makes it totally, the whole bottom of it just go white. It already goes pretty white because there's not that much color in here. It's mostly white. So I'm just trying to keep it from going completely white. This way it'll mix in with the black. So my black is blacker and my white is not quite as white. And I find that that helps a little bit. All right, now I'm going to go around and I'm going to do white dots in between the black drops. And don't mind my son, he's yelling in his room at his video games. as you do on a Friday night. Because, you know, that's part of being a young person. Can't call him a kid. I mean, he's my kid, but can't call him a kid anymore. Not when he's in his 20s. Okay. Almost there. I'm going to go back and take the leftover part of it and just kind of pour a little bit into each of these to try to even it out. I guess it's pretty quiet. All I can hear is my clock. I know I've mentioned that like a bunch of times, but it's true. Besides my son giggling at whatever he and his friends are doing, all I can hear is my clock. It's very loud. All right. I'm going to pour just a little bit more in a couple of these. It's really almost gone. I'm just trying to be precise, or somewhat precise. Okay, one more right over here. All right. Now, for this last bit of black, I'm just going to do the same thing, and I'm just going to barely, there's not a lot in here, so I'm just going to pour a little bit of black on each of the white drops that I just poured. So it was black and then white, and now it is white and then black. And it does give it a very unique pattern, I'll say that. Okay. Okay, almost done. It was so warm here this past week. It was 80 degrees. In February, 80-degree high. It's insane. I'm not ready for it to be that warm yet. Not at all. Today was nice. Today was like 70. 70 is like the perfect weather. At night I get cold. When it's, you know, when it's 70 during the day, I get cold at night. But you can go outside and wear like a t-shirt during the day. As long as I'm outside and the sun's shining, I can wear short sleeves. But when I'm inside and it's 70, I get cold. Don't ask. It's my thin Arizona blood. Okay, there we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pour my push in, and then I'll add my stones. It is not going to fill it up all the way. Stop there. But it filled it up a good amount, but not all the way. I think this honestly really takes like 230, 240. So, all right, I'm going to put on the time lapse and let it kind of try to move in a little bit by itself. And then I will torch it when it gets a little closer. And then add my stones. Okay, so I'm going to let you go. I will see you when it's ready to be unmolded. Okay, let's see what we've got. Looks like it's got some nice white puffiness and then these striations here. So maybe we've got some petals and not just white. Like what happened with the last time I tried this in a different mold. Okay, here we go. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at those petals. Not what I was expecting at all, but oh my gosh. You see the difference that a deep mold can make? I think this is my new favorite. I think this is my new favorite. Oh my God. Look at the, it turned like a deep purple. Oh wow. You wouldn't, it's mixed with the black, so you can't tell it's magenta, but oh my God. That's so cool. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye.